Done.
Jim Renacci, thank you very much for joining us this morning at a key moment, I think, in America's history. Thanks for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Tammy Bruce is with us now, Independent Women's Voice president thereof. There is strong, and I'm going to call it condemnation, of the Democrats from the Republican side. I got it. But this is strong stuff, and I've not heard this kind of thing in the Senate before.
Yeah, a lot of us are kind of shocked we're retweeting Lindsey Graham. You know, those of us who come from that category, watching it, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham. But this shows you the universal acceptance of Judge Kavanaugh, that people who also have not liked the president are coming forward here. You heard Senator Graham's statements about the president, that winning does matter, and that, we've got the nation's business to handle. And there will be a reckoning. The American people saw this, and what they saw inherently across the board was a lack of fairness. This was mean. It was bullying. It was unnecessary. It was obscene. Senator Feinstein and her staff are going to have to deal with what it is, how they handled this, and the fact that they, in a way, treated this allegation of Dr. Ford's like an IED to wait after. Right. If the regular order did not work, we're going to use this as a Hail Mary, not caring about the impact on people. And if they do that with people in front of them, imagine the decision-making with the average American who they will never meet. And Americans need to take that in mind when they vote in the midterms, and I think they will. This has changed the trajectory of the midterms.
In the Judiciary Committee, when it was announced that there would be a vote at 1:30 this afternoon, several Democrat senators walked out. Among them, Senators Hirono and Harris. They went straight to the microphones outside the hearing room and said this. Roll tape.
American people have got to rise up and recognize this railroad job for what it is. I have no words left. You know that we've all been very rational and reasonable. We're always being told, why don't you, observe decorum? Are you kidding me?
It can be summarized in no rules, no norms, no respect.
Exactly.
And what we're going to do is make our case to the American people, because they will rise up. The American people are on our side. That's what we're going to do in the next 24 hours.
Will you actually be at the vote at 1:30? Will you be in the room when they vote at 1:30?
I'll be on the floor of the Senate giving the statement that I would have made regarding what a sham this is and how terrible it is to put this person on the Supreme Court with this kind of clout. Don't you think it's bad enough that we have one person on the Supreme Court who got there under this kind of clout? We're going to put another person there without all of the kind of investigation that at the minimum should occur.
So your seats will be empty at 1:30?
Haven't decided yet. This is
we're going to do our constitutional duty in the best way we know.
But let's be clear about something. This is part of the point about them ramming it down. We have a democracy. There should not be tyranny of the majority. We have a democracy. And there has not been a fair process in place from the beginning on this. It should not be about raw power influencing the outcome of a decision that is about not only a statement about what we hold as being precious and important about our system of justice, but who will sit for a lifetime on the United States Supreme Court. And this has been about raw power. You're seeing that in display in this hearing this morning. You've been seeing it from the process from the beginning. Failure to give us the documents. Failure to interview all the witnesses. Failure to give us the ability to do a sufficient background check to know who this individual is. It's been pushing and ramming this thing through because they have the power. As opposed to
strong stuff indeed from three Democrat senators. Tammy Bruce, Blumenthal there, Senator Blumenthal saying, we're going to rise up.
Have they no shame? Here's a man who lied about serving in Vietnam and his service there. You've got Senator Feinstein, who had employed a Chinese spy for 20 years, not just as a driver, but as an effective aide. These people it's remarkable. The fact of the matter is that they've been responsible for this debacle. They're the ones who have had, when you talked about rules and norms, these are the same people who said a man is going to be guilty and has to prove his own innocence. And they're complaining about an end to rules and norms and how the American society operates. All of this is theater, it's stunts, but it's also an abandonment of what this country stands for, what Americans want. I think they recognize this. They're relying on Americans not being fully informed. When she said, we didn't get all of our documents, are you kidding? The people that withheld the main document that led to this debacle, Americans are informed. They will see this for what it is, and we've got to obviously make sure the American people understand who do they want in charge here. Those kinds of individuals or conservatives, at least Republicans, who need to become better. But
real fast, yesterday and again today was democracy that we could see. Every single American who wanted to be informed about these hearings could see it, watch it as it happened, and tens of millions of people did, and they're doing it again today. This is democracy in action.
It is.
Nobody should be complaining about this.
It is, and it's also there. You got to make judgments that some of this is not normal, and I have to say thank goodness for that hearing, because they did finally see Judge Kavanaugh, because in the first hearing they obscured him with protests.
Out of time, regrettably. Tammy Bruce, thank you very much indeed. There will be, and I promise you this, there's going to be more Varney after this.